Hey everybody. So I wanted to do a year-end video. It's December 31st, 2020, and oh my God, I have to renew my nursing license. I always leave it to the last minute. Never fails, never fails. Anyhow, so I want to talk about what's in store for 2021. We already know what was in store for, 2020. I've been saying this for a while that I suspect that 2021 is going to be what we thought 2020 is going to look like. We've all done a lot of releasing and had a lot of loss, and just it's been a shit show. So I'm going to attempt to do a reading for the year and what we can expect every month. Okay, so here we go. January is the Five of Swords. So we are still looking to, we think things are going to get better. We're still kind of in this period of trying to clear things up. We're still releasing our pain, releasing angst, trying to figure our shit out. And this is about 5 weeks of this. So whether it's this week into the end of January, and I feel like that's what it is. You know how, we figure a new year and right away things are going to change. It takes time. So January is still going to have that old energy connected to it, the 2020 energy connected to it. But this is when we start moving through our shit. This is when we start trying to figure things out. And because some of us are not moving the way we feel that we should be moving, it becomes very challenging for us. So please don't be too hard on yourself. Remember that things take time to shift and change and move forward, and those things are happening, okay? But January feels like a lull. It feels like things are just kind of meh. But at the same time, the energy is fresh, the energy is new, and it's exciting. So just maintain that. Try and maintain that feeling. So for February, it's the Four of Cups. So that month looks like it's exhausting. It is long, and I feel like February is typically this way. Because by this time we're just tired of winter. We're finished with it. We are so done. And so there is this reflection period where we are looking at what we've done, what we've accomplished, what we haven't done, what we'd like to accomplish, longingly. And it's interesting because we've done a lot. I think we're too hard on ourselves, and February feels like that, where you're just like, ugh, okay, nothing's moving, but things are moving. Things have moved. Things have shifted by that time. And I'm suggesting that when you're starting to feel like you haven't reached your goal or you're still longing for something else, just think about how far you've come and what you've accomplished up to this point, because there is still goodness and abundance and prosperity in front of you. It's about enjoying that time. It's about stepping back and not so much focusing on what's next, but concentrating on what you have and appreciating what you have. Because it's still pretty full. February, your life, is still full. It's not just about February, but to understand that you will start to feel a bit melancholy and wonder when changes are going to come, but the changes are happening. They're right in front of you. They may be very subtle. You probably won't recognize them because you're looking for a bigger change. So it's about acceptance. It's about recognition. It is about self-recognition, about living in the now, in the present. March is freedom. This may be when things are finally, I don't want to say back to normal, because we don't need normal. We need new. We need fresh. I feel like things come back to possibly a new state of equilibrium. this is typically in March where there's a sense of renewal, and it makes sense because we're coming out of hibernation. That's the month of where spring begins. It's the first day of spring on the 21st of March. So there is renewal and hope, but there's also a connection to spirit, connection to self, connection to higher self, that people start to move into. I also feel like there's finally this is when restrictions are lifted as far as the virus goes and the lockdown goes. So I feel like things start moving then, and I'm sorry, but this is just kind of it. When things start to move forward in that sense, it feels like there's a thaw happening on the ground. So um, they're talking about that. Yeah, it really is about rejoicing, enjoying, um, and connecting to self. So, and this is like a long period of time. It's a culmination of those things because, I mean, it started in 2020. It started probably towards the end of 2019 where a lot of people were starting to come into their selves spiritually and that sense of knowing. So, up to this point, up to March, this is what it feels like. You've finally reached a precipice, something like that. Okay, that kind of thing. So then, that was March. So April again is coming out of this state of limbo. It's been for the last year where we have been in lockdown. So we finally start to feel like things are moving again. And limbo usually feels horrible, like it feels gross. Understand that usually when we are in limbo, it is necessary, that period of stagnancy, where we need to, that period is about us. That period is about us getting back to us. So appreciate that period of stagnancy, but now we're moving out of that and starting to move forward into the things that we want to do come March, April. Okay. So it is finally a release and moving into stuff. Okay. So April, May, this is a great little card. This is all those projects, all those businesses, all those things, ideas that you had in mind that maybe 7 months ago, they start to come into fruition. You've planted those seeds and the seeds start to take root and grow. So I really feel like this has a lot to do with people who are starting businesses, who are thought about starting businesses. Things start to pick up again, and the abundance that you were seeing prior to the shutdown starts to move forward and you start to reap the benefits of that. They're talking about hanging in. So even though you may have, what am I trying to say? You will have done things. That's not it. It is the process of reaping what you have sown. It is the process of, just hang in there. Things feel really tough, but keep going because you are there. I can see the fruit of your labor. Whether it be a relationship, like that's starting to progress and grow. So don't give up at this point. Keep going. April flowers bring May flowers. It is those ideas, even with yourself, starting to take root and grow, and that feeling of coming into your own or being your own, coming into your own. Okay. That's what comes for you in in May. New relationships as well. June's interesting. June seems to be a little bit of a tough month, where, and I don't quite understand why it is this pull. It comes in very strong. It is the summer solstice, so things do shift. There's a lion energy that comes in with June, and people start to, there's a bit of a pause actually. And I think a lot of people are going to start to look inward, finding their own strength, finding their own, start to sit in their power. And it's a power that is connected with kindness and love. It is not a power that's connected with negativity and hate. It's about kindness and love and connectivity. But it does feel like there's a bit of heavier energy with June, and I don't quite understand why. But it is strength. Okay. So then we have July, which is again a release month, and it's letting go of some of the stuff that has happened in June. Again, it's people finding themselves, reconnecting with spirit, reconnecting with self. It is the Queen of Cups, so it's about love. It is about self-acceptance. It's about appreciation. And ideas, there seems to be, I don't know if there are new innovations in technology, or things seem to be moving forward in July quite quickly when it comes to technology, but things are happening. Things are moving very fast with regards to technology. And with that technology, I feel like people are going to feel very, they're going to sense that, and maybe there's a bit of anxiety in the air, but it's not, the change is positive, the change is good. Connecting to spirit and surrender. There's a lot of surrender. It's about releasing, and maybe for those who were still hanging on to the shit from 2020, or just moving through their own stuff and not really letting go of their own doubts and negativity. Maybe this is when you actually, in July, this is when you finally come into your own that way and just say, fuck it, I'm letting go. July, now we have August. This is a great little card, and it's the Ace of Pentacles. So Pentacles is abundance. Pentacles is growth and happiness. It's growth and happiness. And it is, so there's opportunity coming to people. So new job opportunities. There's something about land. So I wonder if at this time people are looking to cultivate their own. So we've seen how, I think prices for food is going to skyrocket. So are people looking more at being more self-sustaining, more self-sufficient, and really being more community oriented with regards to growing your own, and growing your own produce. And yeah, it's very much so. And there's this amazing interconnectedness that comes in August, that we're starting to feel like we get each other again. And that sense of really that negativity and nastiness from the summer of 2020, it no longer exists. It comes back to us understanding that we are connected. We are one. We are the collective unconscious. And as a collective, we can work to improve our world. We can work to improve each other. That's August. September is always a harvest month. This one is, again, about friendships. So I don't know also if there is some sort of light show happening in September. I'm seeing like, how do you call it? A meteor shower. I don't know if that's quite true. Celestial alignment. So if we have another set of planets that line up, there are at least 5, And maybe at this point, are there 5 in retrograde? I'm not sure, but there's some sort of celestial activity that's actually, it always affects us, but it brings us together. Also, being connected to family again, so reconnecting with family. There is this a feminine connection, a feminine energy, a feminine. So you'll see more women supporting women, really, really standing up for one another. That energy, that feminine energy, seems to move into the world and help heal the planet, and help heal each other. Appreciation again for family, communication gets better, and yes, connection to planet, a connection to Earth. Okay, that seemed to be a bit off, but that's September. So October, about playfulness. I feel like we're able to travel again, without as many restrictions. This is the, you've gone internally and you can finally understand who you are, and appreciate that. Again, connecting with like spirits. So those people that really don't serve you anymore have left the building. You don't have to deal with those folks anymore, or you won't be dealing with them. There's more play. There's more enjoyment in your life. There is more, like I said, appreciation. Again, this connection to the collective, appreciation for one another. It is at this point that the earth starts to heal again, and that we as a collective start to heal again. September. Nope, that's October. November. So this last little while is November again. It's all about connection to spirit. And so if you yourself were kind of feeling, this is when your own connection to spirit gets really, really strong and you start to step into that. They're talking about the star. So there's possibilities opening up for you with work. If you have just started a new job, there's a possibility for promotion. There's definitely movement. Things look good. Things feel settled, and they're talking about just taking it in and being grateful. Again, appreciating where you are for the time, where you just appreciation for the space and for spirit and for yourself. You're pretty fucking amazing. So it's about you really loving yourself at that point. So possibilities, connection to self, self-love, this understanding. Like you find things finally click. Okay? Things finally click. That's November. And then for December, I have this, it's strength. And I love this card. It is that newfound sense of self, that newfound sense of power. And again, it's power that is you are using to the benefit of others. It is not to crush and undermine and demean, to the benefit of others and to the benefit of yourself. So again, if you're in something that really is not resonating, whether it be work or relationship, even in your own skin, if it doesn't resonate with you, you're finally standing up to make changes with regards to those feelings and with regards to those feelings and those situations, you are finally standing up to make changes. It is this transition from the soft-spoken, quiet individual into the strong, powerful, I'm not going to take shit anymore individual. It is finally being able to sit in you uh, understanding your own comfort zone, understanding you, I guess, and being able to command all aspects. So your job feels good, relationship feels good, everything feels good by the end of this year, and you're working towards that. So yes, that's what I'm saying is happening for you for 2021. And for a lot of us, this cycle continues. So if I want to say that, once you step into your truth, once you step into your power, your peace, and you're doing this with love, then everything starts to fall into place. People are going to struggle if they are ignoring that little bit that's niggling at the back of their brain or that tickling on the back of their neck. You will struggle if you are not going to take, if you can't or you won't take the leap. You will continue to struggle. But if you step outside of your comfort zone, knowing that you are supported by your ancestors and by spirit, you are going to do phenomenally well. You are supported. There's abundance coming. If you stay where you are, it's going to take that much longer to get there. Makes sense, because the energy that you're holding on to is blocking off what's meant for you. So as you release that shit and take the leap of faith and trust that the universe, the spirit has your back, the creator, then there's no stopping you. There's no stopping you. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Well, within reason, okay? Within reason. But you know what I mean? You can, whatever it was, if it's starting that business, having another baby, quitting your job, leaving the relationship that doesn't serve you, whatever it is, once you know that the power is within you and you trust that spirit has your back, you can do whatever, you can accomplish anything, I guess is what I want to tell you. So I am wishing you the very best for 2021. I know it's going to be a kick-ass year. Do not beat yourself up if changes aren't happening the way you want them to happen or you envision them happen. They're happening for you. They are happening. So just trust. Have a great New Year's, guys. Great New Year. Happy New Year. Happy 2021. Love you, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye.